After winning 3 straight championships from 2007 to 2009, the Searchlights thought the Searchlights were once again juggernauts in 2010, winning 65 games. After going through the Western Conference and making to the NABL Finals, unfortunately, the Searchlights thought they were done after trailing 3 games to nothing. However, if you thought the Searchlights were done after coming back from a 3-0 deficit, after trailing 3 games to nothing, you thought wrong. Today, in this video, we're gonna be talking about the story of the 2010 Searchlights and how they were able to come back from a 3-0 deficit that year. Of course, we all know the 2000 Searchlights. Starting in 2007, the Searchlights were juggernauts. We're juggernauts. Again, finishing first place in the Western Conference with 62 wins and 20 losses. Of course, with 61 wins and 21 losses. Excuse me. And of course, in the playoffs, they breathed through the Western Conference, sweeping Zoe Andres and the Phoenix Flashlights in the first round, and sweeping Chucky Menendez and the Houston Timberwolves in the second round, and of course, taking Lisa Lamonson and the Oakland Blue Devils to a Game 7 and defeating the Blue Devils in 7 games in the Western Conference Finals. And then in the NABL Finals, the Searchlights would defeat the Orlando Cavaliers in 6 games. Of course, at the time, Orlando was led by former Searchlight Kimberly Balkin. And then fast forward to 2008, where the Firecrackers would win, where the Searchlights would win 62 games, 62-20. And like in 2007, the Searchlights breathed through the playoffs. Of course, sweeping every single team on their way to the championship. Of course, the teams they swept. The teams they swept were once again Zoe Andres and the Phoenix Flashlights, as well as Nicole Baker and the Windy City Grinders, and of course, let's not forget Nelson Watterson and the Oakland Blue Devils, as well as Trisha Robertson and the Miami Rockets in the NABL Finals. At the time, the Searchlights became the first team to go through the entire postseason without losing a single game. And as I said in my last video, the Firecrackers would do so 9 years later in 2017. And then we fast forward to 2009. Once again, the Searchlights breathed through the Western Conference and went for a 3-peat, defeating the Columbia Satellites in 5 games. Prior to this, they swept Derek Watson and the Sacramento Wildcats, and then defeated Nicole Baker and the Windy City Grinders in 6 games. And yes, sweeping Chucky Menendez, and yes, sweeping Dave Bolser and the Houston Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. And here's the most exciting thing in the Western Conference semifinals against the Windy City Grinders. Again, 3 of their wins out of their 4 wins against the Windy City Grinders. Again, 3 of them. Again, there were 3 of them where they scored 109 points, and the Grinders would score either 79, 81, or 88 points. Of course, this is because at the time the Searchlights were one of the many teams to celebrate the upcoming 20th anniversary of the series premiere of The Simpsons, which occurred on December 17th, 2009, as well as commemorating the upcoming 21st season. I mean, to be honest, no, I'm not gonna lie. Again, the 21st season of The Simpsons was the GOAT. Was the GOAT, in my opinion. Because I remember. Because, yes. I know I was not. Of course, I was not allowed to watch The Simpsons at the time because I was 8 years old. Or should I say, I was still 7 years old by the time its 21st season premiered. Again, of course, as a child, like many other children, as a child, I did not know better. Anyways, back to basketball. And then in 2010, the Searchlights surprised everyone by winning 65 games in 2010. And of course, like in 2007, 2008, and 2009, the Searchlights made the finals. After winning the first three rounds against the San Antonio Blue Stars, the Dallas Cool Ranchers, and the Chicago Cougars. In the finals, they would face the Cleveland Warriors, who made their very first NABL Finals appearance that year. And unfortunately, the Searchlights were down 3-0 after the Cleveland Warriors won Game 3 at the Quicken Loans Arena. At the time, the Warriors, after leading 3-0, the Warriors thought they had it all. And then fast forward to and of course, as we all know, the Firecrackers would win games 4 and 5 to stave off elimination, including hitting 25 threes in Game 4, which at the time, which was and it still is, which was and still is the most. The most threes made in a finals game in NABL history. And yes, there's no doubt about that. And of course they would win. And of course the Firecrackers win Game 5 in a wire-to-wire 131-125 victory. Then it all comes down to the wire in Game 6 and at the Rose Garden in Portland. Portland, again, of course, Portland was down 84-78. And however, Andrew Clark would hit 2 consecutive 3-point buckets to tie the game at 84. And then with 5.7 seconds remaining, Kimberly Dawson hit a clutch 3-point bucket to give the Searchlights a 3-point lead. And here's the play. Balkan steps back, puts up a 3. Oh, it's good. Kimberly Dawson from downtown. Searchlights by 3. Cleveland out of timeouts. Quintana, half-court shot, no good. No good. And the Searchlights win Game 6. There will be a Game 7 in Portland. So Kimberly Dawson's clutch 3-point shot won Game 6 for Portland, and the Searchlights forced Game 7. And yes, here it is. One of the most important games of the in basketball, in NBA and the NABA. Game 7. Of course, the stakes are pretty high. Of course, as we all know, the Searchlights would win Game 7 by a final score of 117-97. Because of course, ever since giving up that 3-0 leading after the loss in Game 6, the Warriors had absolutely no momentum, and they could not stop Kimberly Dawson. or Andrew Clark, or even Sarah Berudicam, aka African Vulture. And now, anyways, that's all, folks. Let me know if you think the Searchlights coming back from a 3-0 deficit was the most surprising. Anyways, this is